Corey's Stories is powered by Interlock Broadheads. With over 20 years' experience in the outdoor community, Corey has been able to bottle up some amazing memories. It's time to open up that bottle and share with you Corey's Stories.
One of my favorite stories of all time when it involves a whitetail deer was back in 2004, 05, or 06. I don't know exactly what date. I was a freelance videographer working for Hunter Specialties, and I was assigned to Matt Morrett. Matt, I owe a lot of my career to Matt, but this one particular hunt really challenged my heart. So at this time, living in Pennsylvania, I hadn't seen a whole lot of really big deer. Now, what I would consider a big deer is over 150. So we were hunting the C&D farms in Missouri, and it was gun season. I believe it was the second day of gun season, and it usually falls right in the middle of the rut. So Matt and I jacked up this tree at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we weren't there very long, and the deer started pouring out.
Man, what a night it looks like it might be. We got out of our morning stand about 12 o'clock, straight up noon. Went and grabbed a bite, got right back in the stand. We're set up by 1, and at 2 we already got deer in the field. It's November the 12th.
We got in about 1 o'clock, and a bunch of yearlings were out in the field, and Matt knew that most likely Mom was being chased. Well, we're sitting up there in a tree, and we had a young buck come out. At that time, I would have shot that deer, probably still shoot that deer. Walk out in the field, pushing some does around, and then out of nowhere, a doe runs into the field, and this giant buck is behind. What you don't know is how I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. And Matt, you can hear Matt several times, calm down, because I was making him nervous.
Filming it. I can't see him. Relax. You're on him. Yep. Matt, you gotta do it. Ready? Matt. TC, baby. Yeah.
One of the things I really took away from Matt that day, and I still do it to this day, is calling that special loved one before you even really get out of the stand. In this case, Matt wanted to call his dad, and you can see he's got that old flip phone out. It was pretty cool to see Matt call his dad, and while he did, another buck walked out of the field.
I just killed a buck. And there's a bunch of a big 10-point, but there's another buck coming to my buck. I don't want. Hey, I got one. A big one. Well, he's a big 10, but there's another one right now coming to knock the shit out of my buck laying in the field.
Well, once we got all the stuff out of the way, we had to shoot a bunch of cutaways and get all that squared away and do all the things that you do for television. Because back then, Primetime Bucks DVD and the Hunter Specialties TV show was a big deal. And it was a true honor to be filming for them.
That's the greatest thing about gun season. There's no blood trailing when you get a shot like that, because he's laying right there. And we're gonna get our stuff packed up. We're going down to see our buck. Good job, Corey.
I got everything squared away, and remember going down to the bottom. And you know, as a videographer, you try not to make these celebrity guys look bad, but Matt chewed, and you know, it was kind of frowned upon about the company, so he was always kind of like, you know, don't show that. But it was cute that, in my eyes, he had a big old dip in his mouth there after he shot that buck, and you know, I caught him there on film, and he's like, great. And you know, many years later, it finally comes out on TV.
Get back there. Dude, I got your phone. Are you recording all that?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, it was really cool seeing Matt go across that food plot and walk up to that deer. There was no ground shrinkage at all. In fact, it grew on Matt, and to this day I believe it's still one of Matt's biggest whitetails in the mid 160s gross. It was just a great deer, a true honor to be behind the camera and capture this moment, not only for Matt but for the thousands and thousands of people that's viewed it through the years. Just a special moment, and one of my favorite whitetail hunts of all time.
No ground shrinkage on that baby. Looky there. That is why you gotta love the Midwest in November. And did it happen fast today? We got in the stand this morning, and I knew it was on. We had deer everywhere. I knew it was just a matter of time till one of these old big boys showed up. Let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points with a kicker, a 12-pointer. Got that forked G3 there. What an awesome buck.
A true Midwest giant, mature deer, and you know, even over 15, 18 years later, I'm still excited watching this video. I can't thank Matt enough for all the things he's ever done for my career, and there's going to be a whole lot more Corey stories featuring old Matt Morrett down the road.
Corey Stories is proud to support these great partners. Wildlife, influence your legacy. Excalibur Crossbows. Luminoc, light 'em up. Mike's Archery. Boomerex Air Guns. AMS Bow Fishing. Black Widow Deer Lures. Scent Thief. Outdoor Edge Knives and Tools. Corey Stories is brought to you by these fine sponsors.
For more information on Corey Stories, be sure to check out our Facebook page or log on to our website at www.interlocksoutthere.com.